Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. My name is Doug Brunke. I am the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. Just got back to my office after just a really exciting day. I haven't even had a chance to take a look online, a little bit on some of the new members that have come in overnight. Really exciting. And today is even more exciting, this conversation, because I was I was thinking, because we had a meeting yesterday, and I was thinking about how fun that was and connecting people. And as about an hour ago, I was in the yard just watering some flowers and thinking, gee, I just love League of Extraordinaries. I love meeting the members and understanding where they are and who they want to meet and making the connections. And when I see it in person, like yesterday, and seeing the connections being made and the successes, it just brings it home. And so that's really what this meeting is all about. Just like pretty much, a lot of almost everything that we do is about understanding where you are in your business, of who you want to meet, and doing our darndest to be able to understand, first of all, who's a good target, and then continually build the network so that we can make warm introductions to trusted people, and then make those introductions so that you can be successful. That's what this is about. If you could let us know, we're just going to go around the room and ask you, who do you want to meet, and then provide any other information that you have that you'd like to share. Let's see how many we have. So we probably will have up to 20 in this conversation. So since we are finishing up at the top of the hour, that means it's only 3 minutes each. So the goal here is to be brief, to be directly on point with who you want to meet, and then share your information in the chat area. Help the other people in the room as much as you can. If you have ideas or thoughts, either interject or raise your hand, or send a comment in the chat, or send us an email at info@globalchamber.org. In the background is Jem, who is facilitating this meeting, Jem Escultura. Liam, she is our host and administrator today, and Cesar Trabanco is here as well. He's taking notes and making introductions as we go. Let's start with Stephen Nikiris of CBiz. Stephen, thank you for joining. Today the New York tour, the New York, New Jersey tour. Tell us a little bit more about you from CBiz, who you would like to meet, and how we can help.
Sure. Hey, Doug, thank you so much. My name is Steve Nikiris. I am a partner in the firm of CBiz. We are, as we speak, the 7th largest accounting firm in the country that services exclusively to mid-market growing companies. I've been doing this for 30 plus years, and been a member of the New York Chamber for only a couple of months, and I've really enjoyed my membership so far, and really enjoy meeting you and Doug and all the great people within the Global Chamber community. I actually have an ask. I have a client. One of my partners just reached out to me. One of our clients is in the fashion business, very successful branded fashion company. Apparently, I don't know I could guess who I think the company is, but I won't share the name. But the company's got a brand that apparently has been valued, in excess of $75 million. And they're looking for a specialty lender. There are lenders out there that lend against IP. And they're looking for a $5 to $10 million term loan against that IP. So my partner reached out to me. If there's anyone in the community that knows people who lend against IP in middle market or lower middle market companies, I'd love to hear from you. So at this point, I'll leave it off and move it on to the next person. Thank you so much, Doug.
Where's the company based?
The company is based in New York City.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey, Stephen, this is Pankaj. I already talked earlier, and Doug, Cesar, the whole community knows we can help. We have a $1 trillion investor, and we have a New York investor, Larry Fink. I talked to him, the BlackRock CEO. So don't worry, I need your domain email, rest will be offline. So I only domain email. We don't work with any other email, only domain email. Rest will be work offline. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I think I understood what you were saying there. Thank you. Let's any other thoughts? Cesar, I know you're already working on that one, so thank you. I note that Akela is here, Akela Ricey of Global Chamber. Akela, I missed you yesterday. I was looking for you, so sorry to miss you. So I see some of the other folks in the room. If you could put your full name, ideally put your company name on your profile as well, or on your name, like Steve has done with CBiz. I see an Eric here, and I know Paul M. I recognize your picture, but if you could spell out, and Tom, I don't know if that's Tom Edholm, and if it is, good to see you yesterday at our headquarters inside Thunderbird, and we had a big event. Let's keep going around the room. Wagner, thank you for putting your information in the chat of SGF. I believe you're based in Brazil, you personally. Thank you for being part of Global Chamber. Who would you like to meet and your team? How can we help?
Hey, Doug. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Yeah, I'm from Brazil. SGF is an international company, actually. We are based in over 35 countries right now. And basically, I would love to connect with companies and people that are looking into expanding into other countries. And they are looking into, I would say, specialized talent. We provide headhunting, staffing services, EOR services to all types of markets, but we have a strong presence in markets such as oil and gas, IT, finance, banking, and and so forth. We work with all types of companies. I would say that we can work in projects with DOR for just one and up to 1,000 personnel. Our headquarters is in Miami, but we have offices all around the globe. Latin America is within our strongest, but we also have offices in Europe. And I would say, like, for example, Morocco's, Canada, Miami, where the headquarters is, Portugal, all the way to Israel. So just let me know if you guys are planning expansion or you need help to benchmark or access international talents worldwide. We can help with all types of connections.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cesar, I think Shane Jacobs, because he's on my mind, I think would be a good one. And of course, Mona, based on the Morocco and Miami, Florida, would probably be a good one as well. Does anybody have any ideas or questions for Wagner, please? And hearing none, thank you very much, Wagner. Great information. Thank you. It's very succinct and very on point. Let's keep going around the room. Manabu Sasaki of Itochu. Thank you, Sasaki-san, for joining today. We just, in the event that I referred to yesterday, we have another Japanese new member, a Sanyo Trading Company, and they went through some of the actually one particular business that they're working with, that they're promoting, and it's actually an Israeli company that has a particular offering, and it was great to see a young Japanese fellow who was very great in front of Americans, which I thought was really exciting to see. You too, you've been here in the United States for quite a while. You are in a similar way. You work with a variety of different firms on behalf of Itochu. You're based in New York. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
Thank you very much, Doug. Hello, everyone. My name is Manabu Sasaki. I head the corporate development for Itochu International, which is the North American headquarters covering US, Canada, and Mexico. So typically what we do at corporate development is mostly on the M&A strategic investments, but also we do look for new business development in various industry sector that Itochu plays in. Pretty much any kind of industry that you may think of, we're part of the supply chain. So in terms of new business, our industry sectors will include like textile, food, energy and chemicals, technology, and infrastructure, which we call machinery. So industrial businesses, a variety of them, whether it's construction machinery or power business. Mostly we're in the distribution side of any type of business. And other industry is metals and minerals, and also general products. We do have a very long-standing residential material business in Dallas, Texas as well. So I'll be happy to be a conduit to any of those types of industry that I just mentioned.
Fantastic. Cesar, I think probably Vinayak, even though he's a little bit distracted right now with some health issues, but great contact in the energy sector. And probably that fellow that I just referred to at Sanyo
Yes.
would be a good one. His name is escaping me for some reason right now. Ryan something.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah, Sanyo Trading. Yes, that's a company that I am familiar with, and it's also happy to see someone working for a Japanese company or a Japanese person being part of the global chamber. So I'm sure this will cross.
They do have folks in New York, as you would
Yes.
expect, and he's been based out of Birmingham, but this is his first week living in Arizona, so
Okay.
we're setting him up, sort of like the Sojitz example that I gave you
Yes.
earlier, where they set someone into a very hot market, literally, and also a lot of things going on. So thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you very much again.
Hey Doug, Manabu, already we communicate. This is Pankaj.
Yes.
So check your emails. We are really looking for Japanese global partner. You are from Japanese, based in New York. Please check the emails. And
Yes, I received.
thank you so much. Okay.
Yes,
I'm from
thank you.
Indian, but I'm an American citizen. Try to help people around the world. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you. Let's go. I missed. Let's see. I lost you. You're still in here. Let's see. While I'm trying to find. Sipile, I found you. How are you, Sipile? I don't recognize the name of your company, but I think the company name changed, right? Welcome. Are you able to speak and share more about who you're looking for?
Sure. Thank you, Doug. Hello, everyone. My name is Sipeli Alapaitanu, and I'm here representing New Wave Packaging. New Wave Packaging has a new technology out, and what we're looking for is manufacturing, UHT dairy manufacturers, either co-packing companies, anywhere in the world, really. I did list in our little bio in the comments some companies or some countries that we are targeting, like Turkey, Brazil, LATAM countries, Philippines, South Korea, South Africa. I'm located here in Mexico, so I would love to talk to anybody here in Mexico as well. But I really need a manufacturer to help me make these. We already have orders. We have over 1 billion. A purchase order for 1 billion of these, and I need some manufacturers. I've got about 5 machines that I need to place, and so I need some partners to help me get these built.
What is it?
This is it's a recyclable technology, and basically it's a creamer packet, a liquid creamer packet, completely recyclable. So kind of getting rid of all of those little cups that we're used to of coffee mate creamers and things like that. And so we're making these and hitting the industry in the United States. We've got this is being sold in United States, Europe, and Canada right now.
Okay.
And
so you're selling that to people who have the cream and then they distribute it, but you're manufacturing the packaging.
Yes, and we have our own line too. We have a company called Moose Sticks, and so we make our own label as well. But any manufacturing, any dairy can use this stick for their own products.
Okay. Do you already know Eduardo Gonzalez?
I don't.
Okay, so he will be able to help for sure. And if anybody else has any additional ideas, please let Cipelli know. You're in Querétaro?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Have you seen Gabriela Castro recently?
I haven't, but I think she's coming in May or June is when her next visit is. So
Okay. Very
yeah.
good. Thank you for sharing. Sounds like a great product. When did this product development happen? Sounds like it's very new.
Well, they've been doing this for about 10 years, but it's new. It's been in Europe, and they are launching it in the United States and in Canada right now.
What's the material, may I ask? Is it plastic or is it something else?
Plastic,
Plastic.
like a recyclable plastic. Yes.
I see.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Cipelli, Cesar here, I have a question. Are you manufacturing that in Mexico right now?
We do have one co-packer here in Mexico, and we're not
Okay.
able to deal with the demand, so we need more.
Okay, cool. No, that's great. Thanks. And I know you reach out on LinkedIn, and I actually, the people I had in mind, I think it wasn't clear to me what you were doing, so it's very clear now, and I think they're a good fit. And I know Milton is connected here. He's in Brazil, and he was already supporting me with a similar request. So I'm gonna make sure to make those connections.
Cesar, that's exactly what I was going to jump in, and to understand more if you need like a CMO to fill in, or if you need only the plastic, I can definitely contact you.
Okay. Milton, why don't you go next? Could you put your name, or as you introduce yourself, we'll put your name in for you. You're based in Brazil, and it sounds like this could be a fit for you as well. Could you let us know who you'd like to meet and any other information?
Yes, sure, guys. And sorry because I don't have my camera on. I'm actually picking up my daughter at school, so sorry about that. But I just sent my contacts on the chat before, and anyone that is looking for a company in Brazil that can support end-to-end process, M&A, or any request for pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and food and medical device, then want to come to Brazil. Actually, with all this tax warfare that we are seeing, it's could be a way to circle around it for some cases, or just establish and source the Brazilian market in Latin. So that's what I'm targeting for. Any companies that are willing to come to Brazil or need any support that are already here in Brazil, or like we just heard and learned about it, need to outsource any packaging lines, I can be your focus point here, and I can provide end-to-end consultancy, even to model your operation, model your supply chain, provide you some feedback from the quality and regulatory side point.
Very good. Thank you. We'll get you. Whoops. We'll get you connected. Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments, either about either Milton or Cipel?
Just to comment that I'm still brainstorming on an event in Brazil, and it's probably gonna be a series of 2 events, and Milton is gonna be part of that, and Wagner, I need to follow up with you as well. So interesting members coming from the country. So that's something that we'll be probably doing in June or somewhere in the summer.
Yeah, it was in the event yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but we were talking about Brazil, a different topic, and they were mentioning, how come everybody in Brazil is so happy? Is that true? Hey, everybody I know in Brazil is happy. That's a good thing. Milton,
For
you're
sure.
always happy.
Yeah, it's because we have good weather over here. No, it's always sunny.
Okay. Well, Arizona and Southern California people tend to be pretty happy as well. But yeah, there's a lot of happy people in the world. So sunshine definitely helps. Thank you very much for sharing. Really appreciate it. Jim Cook raised his hand. He's from a sunny place in Florida. Jim, how are you? Good to see you. How can we help? And is there a comment that you wanted to make, please? Oh, Jim, are you there? Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
I'm working my way up to average. Spiegel, when I had the food company I sold last year, we bought another company that did all the sweetener packaging. And I dropped you a note in the chat that you may want to tag into that market silo, both for machinery and maybe getting production started without buying a lot of machines immediately. Because they're already set up for that. It's just a matter of matching machines, or it's a silo, what I call a silo, that's already doing what you're doing. They've already have the machines. So just it's an idea of tagging in on them.
Where are they based?
Well, the company I bought was here in Orlando, but
Okay.
there's tons of them. If you look at Starbucks, you look at everybody else, and they got those little packages of sweetener. It could be sugar, it could be sleep. I mean, there's about 5 or 6 different ones. So the machines are out there. You may be able to get leads for the machines and or take some of their downtime.
Okay. No, that sounds good. Another person that then leads to what you're describing as Sergio Cesar, probably as a backup. Sergio, the fellow with the coffee business in Mexico. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for sharing. Is there anything else that you would like to share in terms of people you would like to meet?
This is for the panel and more than likely their clients, and I'll drop it in the chat. We're a boutique agency that we take market silo disruptors and take them to the venture capital level from startups and or pivots. We're very, very selective, but we're very, very good at what we do. And I'll just drop a chat. And if you need some information, drop me a note. I'm done.
Thank you very much. Jennifer Cairns, that's how I would pronounce your last name, but you please correct me. I'm terrible with pronunciation. You're from the UK. You're a new member, and you are a rebel. You're amazing. It was great to speak with you at the Chamber London event. Thank you for joining. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
Thanks very much, Doug. Yeah, so I'm really looking to connect with business owners or leaders, organizations, or brands who are especially interested in diversity inclusion from a gender, disability, or neurodiversity lens, or those who want to be seen as doing good as well. This would be for our Positive Change Media platform, We Were Magazine, and our one-day Rebellion event, which is at the end of October, which is our Inclusive and Innovative Creative and Entrepreneurial Festival. And it's launching really our immersive showcase space and our metaverse space that we've been building. And there's also an in-person element with an Indigenous fashion agency that we're collaborating with from British Columbia. In addition to that, we also have a tech side that we are interested in collaborating with additional partners, other organizations, and also looking for possible funding for our early stage AI metaverse and interesting accessibility tech that we're creating for events and travel.
Okay, interesting in what way? Tell us more.
It's just really different. There's a huge gap that we've found in general with accessibility. Ironically, everyone in our organization and community and network pretty much has some kind of disability or is some kind of neurodiversity. And it's interesting how most things aren't really made for a lot of us, but we don't really realize it until we start to become more self-aware. And that's very much the space in the entrepreneurial world and business world and events, trying to get tickets, trying to get different things, whatever it might be. Travel, of course, there's so many things on travel. I would need like 5 hours to dive into it. But especially like for organizations who want to be accessible and inclusive, it's not always easy. So we've seen a real gap for, that there just needs to be a different way of doing it that doesn't make it so difficult on the customer or the end user trying to find the accessibility, and ironically making it more accessible for everyone to be able to use as well.
Sounds good. I think Pauline Crawford would be a logical one if we haven't already connected you, Dr. Pauline. She works in the dyslexia space. Not the same, but comparable. Thank you for sharing. And Stephen Hamlet might be an interesting one for Steve Nikakiris, Cesar, if we haven't already done that one. Sorry, that was one of those things that just fired into my head while I was.
That was actually done. And Stephen, I was meant to follow up to see if you were able to support and how. So yeah, it was done. Thanks. And Jennifer, I had an onboarding call with her yesterday, and Pauline was the first in my list. So yeah, we'll follow up on that.
I'm always one behind. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's keep going around the room. Tamer Flores in Florida. We've talked to Jim, and you know Jim really well. You're originally from Peru. You help companies get to the next level by helping them scale. So thank you for the work that you do. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
Hey, thank you for that. I love your cup of coffee there in your background. It's a singular one there. What I do is I help companies expand internationally, and I am in charge of their international expansion process for my clients. And the other thing I do is I have developed an AI that matches startups with the most likely investors at the least upfront cost possible. So imagine that you don't need to just have a small network of investors, but you can reach almost anyone. And I use my AI for matching and for engaging any investors. So that's a great possibility, and also with the least upfront cost possible. I'm always trying to reduce the upfront cost so that the startups don't have to invest when they don't get the money yet, right? So I do those two things. I would like to meet right now, of course, two kinds of companies. One is companies that are thinking to expand into Latin America right now. Of course, I'm Peruvian, I speak Spanish, I speak Italian, I speak English, a little bit of Portuguese too. And so if you know of a company that's thinking about going, to Latin America, I just wrote Cipele too, because that could be interesting. And if you know any companies, that would be interesting. And the second thing is, if you know startups that are looking for funds or investors that are looking for startups, I would like to meet them. So that would be my 3-minute chat.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug.
I see Demetris saying have a good weekend. Does that mean you're stepping out, Demetris? Do you need to step out?
No, Doug, someone else was stepping out. So I was saying have a great weekend.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd try to catch you because I know it's at the bottom of the hour. How are you?
I'm good. I'm getting over the flu, and we're feeling better in Chicago. The weather broke just a little bit, so I'll take what I can get here. Should I just introduce myself since now I'm all on the big screen?
Well, pretty much everybody knows you. You're famous.
Everybody knows me. Okay, well, let me tell you some really fun things then. Tamer has convinced me to go back and study Spanish. So Tamer, I'll just let you know I picked up my Spanish last night. Okay, we're gonna get right back there. Okay, hola.
Yeah, everybody knows you in Hollywood too, you know.
And I also, can I tell you this? This was the most fascinating thing. I was in court this morning. I'm sorry, I know I got to go quick. I was in court this morning, and the judge started talking about World War II. And then every lawyer that came up started saying something that they knew about World War II. So I got this amazing history lesson on World War II this morning. And what I took from that is, boy, we better work together because we don't want a World War III. That's really what I think. And I think the Global Chamber does a fantastic job, not just because I'm the Chicago chair, but, shout out to Doug. but because we bring people together and it's organic and it's sustainable, and I just really love working with everybody here, and I love hearing about all that you do. You all know me, you know that I'm a lawyer. I'm based in the Chicagoland area, Midwest, helping out with our chamber here and work with some amazing people on the advisory committee. So if you're not on an advisory committee, or you want to be the chair of the board or something like that, like jump in. It's ripe. It's you really learn a lot while you're doing it and get a lot of great connections. But we are doing compliance advisory right now. So if you have someone that could, benefit from Teal, the Evans International Law Firm's services, we are international. If we can't do it ourselves, we'll hook you up with Tamer if you need to make sure you have somebody speaking Spanish. No, but really, however I can be of service, I am here to serve. Have a great weekend.
You're picking up Spanish and picking up running in the marathon and everything. You've got all sorts of stuff.
The marathon running's coming a little slower.
Okay. Thanks for sharing, Demetris.
Thank you, Doug.
Tom Edholm, that is you, Value Chain Dynamics, really talking about pulling people together. When you're talking about a supply chain, you're pulling people together, obviously. And thank you for the conversation last night. We'll be working on pulling you in a more concerted way. We were talking about the semiconductor supply chain. And if you haven't read the book, Chip Wars, you should, if you're interested in business. It's so fascinating on how that industry has developed and how companies have come and gone, technologies have come and gone, and it goes to how interdependent the world is in a deep way. And it doesn't matter what tariffs happen, because ultimately those kinds of supply chains will dictate that there will not be those kinds of tariffs happening, certainly in many or most of those industries, because they can't exist. We need semiconductors. And so that gives me hope. Tom, you give a lot of companies hope through helping them develop and improve supply chain. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help?
So right now, Doug, thanks for last night. It was energizing, great event. What I'd like to do is meet companies right now that want to evaluate their supply chains, decrease their overall risk, or understand what that risk is, and start to lay out plans for, if the tariffs and things continue. Also, looking for companies that in that mid-market range that want to improve their forecasting and really understand what's driving their demand. We have some AI tools and things to be able to look out and understand the variables that are affecting your demand. But anything in the supply chain space is great, but those are my focus areas right now.
Fantastic. Based in Phoenix, helping companies across the region, across the United States and in the world. Great experience, both you and your team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Sayali of AppRely. Is that spelled? So it's AppRely, R-E-L-Y.
You said it right, Doug. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for this event. Yeah. Oh, I got the stage. Okay, thank you. So Doug, you said it right, AppRely. So we started our company 10 years back, developing reliable apps. So we do mobile web app development, we do cloud services, and a lot of digital transformation services that we provide as a company to B2B and B2C businesses. I would like to meet someone who is looking to solve technology problems and get help to raise their business. We do have a network of our clients who also have real good technologies, patented technologies, which are really great in cybersecurity or even in the financial or the lending, business loans and lending sector. So I would be definitely happy to introduce you to, and if we can assist you in any of the technological problem solving, we'll be more than happy to assist.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sayali. Really impressed by what they're able to do, particularly integrating in other technologies into companies, things like Monday.com, they have relationships with and are able to get the value out of applications like that. So if you know of companies that are looking to be more efficient and more productive, Sayali and her team can really help. She's based in Austin, that they're helping companies all across the U.S. And what are some of the other markets besides the U.S. that you're targeting, or is it primarily there?
US, Mexico, we do have clients in Europe and the Mid East, and we are working with the new client in Singapore. So it is more of going global. We do have a couple of clients in South Africa and Australia too, but right now our focus is more on the American continent. That's where we are. And last week we actually signed a partnership with Zoho, so we can help a lot of businesses to set up the Zoho, which has got almost an ecosystem of 45 applications, including CRM, marketing, sales, automation tools, analytics, project management, timesheet management, and a lot more. So we'll be always happy to assist people on customizations, getting the third-party integrations, all technology core stuff that we do and we have expertise in.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Another brilliant offering is from Peter. Peter Graybick has an extraordinary international background. And Peter, thank you for all the work that you do. You do a lot of traveling as well. So you're a lucky guy. You get to see all sorts of folks. I know you met Nihi Sanusi of Global Chamber Lagos, and you've met a few other members and team members of Global Chamber. Who would you like to meet and how can we help?
Yes, thank you, Doug, and good morning, everyone. Yes, I was fortunate enough to be in Istanbul last week, and I was to meet Rasit, but the meeting didn't happen. There was just a conflict, but I've been in touch with him, and I think I've met Mehmet Omer, who I'm not sure if he's with Global Chamber, but I know that he works with Rasit. But in any case, I'm based out of Washington, D.C. We work in investigations, due diligence, and recovery services. We've built our core competencies working with export credit agencies, development finance institutions, Exim Bank for 20 years, DFC for 18. Actually, it's probably got to add a year or two to that. Increasingly with international banks and larger captive exporters. So if these are areas where anyone needs help, people do from time to time, we'd be happy to facilitate. Otherwise, it's always a pleasure to travel, to meet people from other cultures, to basically build these networks that we do and that Doug through this organization has been so successful in building, and the multiplier effect continues. So I encourage anyone who wants to speak to reach out to me, and thank you for the time, and I hope everyone has a great weekend.
Thank you very much. Are you going to be at the Exim Bank? I think it's next week, right? The annual conference?
Yes, Tuesday and Wednesday, and yes, I will be there. So.
Okay, what are you looking to hear, or what's the purpose of you going to?
There's new directions. We're a long time, XM is a long time client of ours. So, we're always in regular contact with certain departments of theirs that we work with on an operational basis. But we are always interested in what their new role is going to be moving forward. They were established, I think, in 1932. By Roosevelt to basically promote U.S. exports, and there are several other ECAs, export credit agencies, that have cropped up, since that time, primarily around Europe, parts of Asia, East Asia. There's several markets that probably should be establishing ECAs. I know we've been speaking with Banco Mex in Mexico for a long time, which I guess they are established, but they should be a lot more active given the amount of activity that they have. So I can go on and on about this, but I think everyone is trying to determine what new directions and trends are given what's happening in international markets. So we'll see where things settle and what direction we're all going.
Well, sounds good. The early indications are quite positive about Exim Bank, that they'll be around. So, but very interested to learn more about what you pick up next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to share the following week. So.
Thank you very much. Darren Smith, good morning. How are you? I don't think I met you last night at the Phoenix event, I believe you're based in Phoenix. Tell us more about who you'd like to meet and how we can help. Are you there, Darren?
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just driving my boy to school, but great to connect. I didn't intend to speak actually. I just wanted to connect, and I'm always curious to see what people are doing. I will tell you that we have a company in India, in Bangalore, India. What we do is we provide services for construction related companies. So I myself am principal of Babbitt Smith Engineering. We're a civil and structural engineering company here in Mesa, Arizona. And we formed a company in India to service our needs. Since that time, we've connected with several contractors and other engineering firms when we provide services such as construction estimates, takeoffs, structural engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and so forth. And so we specialize in reducing costs for folks, primarily here in the U.S. We're based here in Arizona, and all of our operations, all of our clients are in Arizona. But we'd like to reach out and see who else we can help, how else we can connect other people throughout the U.S. and potentially throughout the world. We also have a sister company in Hermosillo, Mexico, that we work with on a daily basis that assists on our projects. And so that's my couple of minutes here, and I'd love to connect with anybody who's looking to reduce costs in the construction related industries. And so thank you. I appreciate it, Doug.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. No doubt some ideas, and always blue sky in Arizona, right?
Absolutely. Not a cloud in the sky.
You gotta love it. You just gotta love it.
Yes, sir.
I've spent a lot of time in LA now, and there are times when I go out to ride my bike in LA, and one time it was raining, and it reminded me that when I'm riding and living in Arizona, I never look outside before I get my bike outfit and I go outside. It's like I don't even think about it because it's not going to be raining. It's just going to be, I'm going to get on my bike and go. In other places, you have to check the weather. You have to look outside. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All the time.
Exactly. William Min in Bangkok. William, are you there? Could you say hi? How can we help? Or do you have a moment to chat?
Hi, Doug. Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm doing well in Bangkok. So, right now I'm still working with Exim. We're trying to set up the Global Chamber Bangkok chapter at the moment. We're still in the baby steps, but also at the same time, in the aerospace industry in Thailand as well, and we are looking forward to connect with people in the same sectors. Currently, I'm already working with Joanna Moore from Circulars Groups. I mean, from the Global Chamber as well. I mean, her through Global Chamber. But other than that, I also have a couple of talent business. We're also looking for project financing in tech and also in the healthcare sector. So if you are interested, please reach out. I will connect you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. William also has knowledge and expertise on Malaysia, Singapore, and also Myanmar. And so how was the earthquake? Where were you when it happened?
I was in Bangkok when it happened. Bangkok also suffered minor earthquake. So yeah, we experienced a very minor, but in Myanmar, the earthquake recovery is still ongoing, and there is a minor earthquake that's happening almost daily. So safe to say it will go around for about 2 to 3 months. Yeah, geologist mentions that it will go around for 2 to 3 months before eventually it will settle down. So right now it's still ongoing at the moment. Yeah.
That's huge. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. Let's see. I think there were a couple other folks. We've got, let's see. Oh, Joshua. Joshua, I meant to get to you earlier. Joshua of Corpay. Speaking of global, currency is fluctuating in different ways these days, and that's something very important for businesses. Who would you like to meet, Joshua, and how can we help?
Yeah, thanks, Doug. I didn't expect to talk because I talked in the last one. So if there's other people, then I'm happy to pass on this one so everyone can get some time. But
Oh, we're good. Everybody showing up can talk, but if either way, whatever you'd like.
Cool. Well, essentially, I'd try and meet with anyone, which would be most anyone here that has international business, primarily because businesses tend to kind of stick with their banks on those foreign exchange transactions. But Corpay being the largest and the leader in non-bank foreign exchange services, there's so many pros that we're able to offer with free treasury management systems, better rates, strategies to reduce the foreign exchange risks, that it's just kind of unique in the US where we kind of rely on banks, but really in all the other countries, like including Canada, which is just our neighbor, it's like everyone goes with a third party. So it's just kind of a different dynamic in the US. But if you guys have clients that are doing extensive foreign exchange dealings, contracts in foreign currencies or whatnot, M&A deals, then developing some foreign exchange strategies would be essential. And I team up with those consultants in a partnership and provide some financial incentives for your clients to become my clients as well. So.
Fantastic. Sayali is reaching out. I don't know if that's a more general reach out or specific, but that could be an interesting fit as well. Thank you. Especially given Corpay and the type of work that you're doing. Thank you, Joshua. Where are you based?
Yeah, thank you. I'm based here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And it's probably sunny there as well.
Yeah. Yep. This week it's sunny. Last week we got snow, and the week before that it was sunny. So next week it might be snowy. Who knows?
Yeah, very, very good. Another beautiful place. Paul Martilla is an economic development expert. I think you might be the last one today, but I'd like to introduce you to make sure everybody knows who you are and your capabilities. You're based in Southern California, but you're helping companies all around the world, or organizations around the world, be better at economic development. Who would you like to meet, and how can we help? Are you there?
Yes, I am here. Thanks for the introduction, Doug. I'm based in San Diego, which is normally sunny, but I must say this morning it's overcast. So what I do, my company is called Business Location Dynamics, and I help companies to choose optimal locations worldwide for different kinds of business operations, including manufacturing plants, R&D facilities, call centers, shared services centers, distribution facilities, and so on. And I also then help them to procure incentives from federal, state, regional governments to support their investments in real property, as well as in obtaining and training their workforce. So I help companies who are expanding on site, or expanding into a new geography, relocating from one place to another, as well as consolidating facilities into fewer places. And would love to talk to anyone who may know of a company who's considering a move of some sort. So I like to say, whenever the question is where, that's when I can help. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that clarification. I hadn't seen that side of your business yet until the way you just described it. So thank you. Have you seen some changes given the U.S. government changes, either on some of the clients that you work with that might be connected to the U.S. government, or has that rippled through the regional type of support that companies are getting in the United States?
Well, I do a lot with foreign direct investment, outbound and inbound. And what I can say specifically about inbound is that it has frozen the plans of a lot of companies because they simply want more stability in terms of the investment environment, and with the tariff chaos, they just don't know what to do. They don't know whether they're forced to manufacture in the USA in order to keep market share or not. And it's caused a lot of companies just to put plans on hold until things shake out.
Got it. How long do you think that's going to take?
Well, that's up to Mr. Trump, I think, how long that's going to take. I'm going to Vienna next week for a foreign direct investment leaders network event, where I'll be talking to a lot of investment promotion, economic development agencies from around the world, and leading a panel of corporate investors from companies like Bosch and Boehringer Ingelheim and so on. When I'll be smarter in 2 weeks in terms of what it is they're thinking and planning to do.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
While we wrap up, Sophie Ramos, you're here. Sophie is connected to some of you. She's becoming more and more integrated into our activities, engaging with members along the way. Sophie, could you just say hi? Are you available? Sorry to surprise you. And I think I very much surprised you. Sorry about that.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Sophie. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for asking.
You've been involved with engaging with our members, so thank you for all of your efforts there. You just want to say hi?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're based in the Philippines and working around the world, so thank you very much for your help and support of members.
Thank you, Doug.
Akela Raisi, I mentioned earlier, I don't know whether you can say hi, but thank you for your help and support with Global Chamber as well. Akela is originally from Afghanistan, and now she's based in the United States and supporting Global Chamber. Can you say hi?
Hi, Doug. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all here. And it's really helping me to join this meeting. And I get a lot of information about the business and how to contact with the people. It's a lot of support and help for me. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you very much. Thunderbird, you've been involved with Thunderbird for a little while, haven't you?
Yes, I just graduated this May from my undergrad degree and I will continue my master degree with the Thunderbird in term of with my major is global management. My focus is on global business.
So she's Akela has been working with Sali Alimam, who's a member of an employee of Global Chamber, and similarly, Sali had a very similar path where she got a degree and now she's getting her master's in international, but she's part of Global Chamber also, and they've both been helping us build the chapters around the world. Thank you for your help. I think I've got to everyone. Jem, would you like to just say hi, and then we'll let Cesar finish up. And if anybody, hopefully I didn't forget anybody, but if there's anything else that anybody has, let's wrap up in the next 2 minutes. Hi, Jem. How are you? Thank you for your help for this meeting.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm Jem, the events manager at Global Chamber. So we have another session after this in 30 minutes. So please join us at webinar Global what's up with global law. So I will put the link in the chat, and also please expect more events, calendar invites from me in the next few days for our May events. So yeah, feel free to check our calendar for any events upcomings that might interest you. So hi everyone.
What's up in global law? That starts in 30 minutes. Thank you, Jem. Cesar, any final comments?
Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Doug. And Sophie, I was actually going to mention about Sophie. She's helping me with introductions. So if you receive email from Sophie or from Jem, don't be scared. You know, good things are happening, and they're helping us to really expand and do beyond what we were doing. So thank you again, Sophie and Jem. In particular, I dropped the link to 2 events there next week, and one is a collaborator event. It's Enix, is a global group of executive search professionals. They're meeting in Cape Town, South Africa, but they will have a virtual event on Tuesday. So anyone in that field, HR, executive search, feel free to register. They're a great group. Couple of them, I think like 8 or 9 of their members have been joining the Global Chamber from different parts of Belgium, Morocco, Singapore, and South Africa. And the other one I dropped in there is the next Young Global Leaders. And I did that because of you, Joshua. I saw you and said, well, you probably want to join that one. The member who's going to be speaking about his year off traveling the world is Frank Epitropoulos, and he was in FX as well. He was working in that industry. So I thought it would be interesting, Joshua, for you to join that call. And many other things happening. So Jen, you can always check the calendar and follow up on Jen and her invites as well. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Cesar. Great month for us. Let's finish it up all together in a great way. Frank is an interesting guy. He also worked at Paylocity, and Paylocity is a member of Global Chamber, and he just disappeared. And then turned out he is traveling around the world for 14, 15 months or whatever it's been. So he'll be speaking to us next week from Taiwan, and he'll be talking about, what's it like to take a year plus off and travel the world, and literally, dozens of countries that he's visited, and he'll be talking about that. Have a great Friday, everybody, and a great weekend. Thanks for joining today. Watch for more introductions. If you need any help along the way, we're here to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joshua.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Wagner. Have a great day.
Great day, everybody.